Welcome and bienvenue to a new season of the Bobcast. This is the first episode of 2013, in which I'm going to discuss some of the recent trades that Baltimore made, and my thoughts on them, how they affect the team. Now, as I mentioned in last year's season recap and going forward to this year, the Baltimore goal this season was to finish around 500, and that's our goal. That's what we're hoping to do. Right now, I mean, we started 0-7, and then since they've been playing 500 ball, so we're doing pretty well in that regard. Now, to do that, we had to fix some major layers on the team. The pitching staff was set. Offense was terrible, and the bullpen was beyond terrible. So the first things I did was I started fixing the bullpen, and I did that a couple of ways. I traded for guys. First, I signed a guy off of waivers from the Mets, Manny Acosta, who's pitching to 0 ERA right now, but that's only in 10 innings, but still, can't hurt, right? The second move I did in the bullpen was I traded for my closer, Josh Wilkie. Wilkie was... I gave up maybe too much for him, I think. The reason I say that is because, well, I gave up 3 S specs, nothing really that good. He wasn't even in the majors. He was in the minor leagues of Washington. It's not like Washington had a killer bullpen, and yet he was in their minor league. So, I gave it too much for him, but he's been pitching gangbusters, lights out for us. 1-2 with 4 saves, 2.25 ERA, in 8 innings only, but he's finished 4. He has 4 saves out of 5 opportunities, so he's blown 1. He's not great, but he's pretty decent. So we like that trade. I like the move I made for him there. Right now, he's my closer, and that might be the closer the rest of the way, depending how he goes. The other reliever I dealt for is Jonathan Axford, or the closer of Milwaukee. Brewers are rebuilding, so 2 Bobs, we worked out a deal. And I sent him Sam Dyson, a starting pitcher I took from Rule 5, that Baltimore was trying to hide, being all sneaky, like having him as an MR. And I saw him, good endurance, decent ratings in the 60s, nice talent. So I picked him up in Rule 5, and then I just traded him for Axford. So really, I got Axford for free. At least how I look at it, because I cleaned the guy off of Rule 5, then traded him for Axford. So another way of looking at it is I got Axford for free. Axford should go on the setup role for me now. I mean, I just traded for him, so that's good. Our bullpen, while no longer brutally terrible, is not great either. It is solid. I'd say decent. Wilkie closing, Axford will set up with Acosta, and then although Birkin has the best ratings, he just doesn't pitch well. So Leroux and Egan, who don't have good ratings, but they pitch to a mid-3 to 4 ERA every season. So I'm gonna ride them until they shit the bed, if they so do. So that's what I did in the pitching side. Fixed the bullpen. Didn't really need any starters. So that's set. Hitting wise, I need a lot of help. I need a lot of hitting help. Still need a lot of hitting help, really. But I went a long way towards fixing that by trading for one man, a certain Joseph Vato from Arizona. Now, I'm sure Arizona's going to put out a blog, put out a video with their side of the deal. So here's my side. I needed a power hitter. I've been trying and trying and trying, and I'm still going to be trying to land a younger power hitter like Ty Cobb on Detroit, or Jesus Montero on the Yankees. But Votto, not like he's some old geezer. Votto, 29 years old only. 94 contact, 83 get, 95 power, 100 I. It's pretty goddamn incredible. He's signed for 10.5 mil, which is pretty decent. Not a ton of money. Certainly not like A-Rod or Pujols money. He's making a third of them, and he's worth 10.5 million. 29 years old, pretty goddamn good. He really is. So in that deal, we gave up a bunch of specs for him, like a lot of specs, like a third of our minor leagues. And yet, I like the deal. I'm more quality over quantity guy, so I guess I'm more quantity over quality. I give up a lot of quantity in this deal. Yet some quality too. I mean, the biggest pieces. The first, I think, is San Francisco's first-round draft pick, which I acquired for just screwed Mike out of it, whatever. So I gave him that. I think will probably be a pick around 15. I don't think Mike's gonna have that good a season. So there's him. I traded a couple pitchers in Double-A, Bob Bundy and Blaine. They are decently developed. I mean, Blaine's a 997 SP, Bundy's a 710-8 SP. Both of them 22, 23 years old, Double-A developed. They're pretty good. I mean, worth it to deal them in this deal, but they're pretty good. I also dealt Tyler Linton, a really, really good left field spec that I got in Rule 5. I probably maybe should have valued him more, but to me, like I said with Dyson, Linton I got in Rule 5 for free, so then it's like, trading him away, it's like, it doesn't really cost me anything because it's not one of my guys. Now, granted, that's ridiculous, this whole mindset, but since he was free, I don't mind dealing him away, maybe at lesser than what he's listed in his value. I mean, Linton has been the only bright spot in my offense so far this season. 304 average, 347 on base, playing a great left field for me. He's only 22 years old, dude. He has 80 contact, 50 gap, 50 power. His eye's bad, but he's only 22 years old, and he has plenty of time to work on it. He has 7 talents in that regard. So Linton is really good. Maybe he's the main piece of the puzzle. I don't know. Maybe he's like the best part of the deal. We'll have to wait for what Arizona thinks. Yeah, I didn't mind dealing him. Because, like I said, my mentally deranged head, he was free, so let him go. I also dealt some other minor leaguers, mostly Double-A deal, but where's my Double-A? But also included in the deal were Corey Spangenberg, 22-year-old second baseman, Porfirio Ibanez, a 20-year-old shortstop. Also, both of them both in Double-A. They're two solid middle infielders, you know, like 8.77 talents. And yet, I felt fine dealing them in this deal. I gave a bunch of good prospects, but I didn't give up any of my best prospects, namely Babe Ruth, that son of a bitch who has yet to develop and killing myself for, and Harry Murray, my star shortstop spec. Of course, as opposed to my other star shortstop spec, Linder, who I took 4th overall in the original draft and just completely crapped the bed and died. But anyways, I'm not complaining about that. That's done. I also dealt Asa Markey, a really talented left fielder in Double-A also, but he's 24 years old. He has 10.78 talents, but he's only 39 developed contact, 56 gap, 25 power. So I don't think he'll ever develop, so I don't mind dealing him. Same goes for the 1,000 points I threw in the deal. I would want to do whatever it took to get this deal done. I mean, I made an offer, and then he thought about it, so I threw another player in, and then I threw another player in, and I was willing to throw more in, so I'm glad that I finally got to say yes, or else we might still be me adding more and more players into the deal. Right, so my best hitter now, Joey Votto, join the rest of my young guys, even though he's 29. And there's a chance I might actually end up dealing him in the next couple of days, but if not, either way, it's awesome. So, fixed the bullpen, got Wilkie, got Acosta, although he was from waiver wire. Wilkie, Acosta, the Axeman, Axford brought in, and then Vato for the offense. So those are the moves I made so far. I'm still looking to make more. Need hitting. Need young hitting still. My hitting is terrible. We have leaders at catcher. I like Webb in center field. Besides for that, I need to improve pretty much everywhere. So that's it for right now. I'll come back when I have more. If I have more, good luck, and stay tuned for more episodes. Peace.